The work we do in Fluke Calibration and within metrology is centered around disseminating metrological traceability of all of the measurement parameters so that we can ensure that our products measure what they say they measure and provide consistent, accurate readings over time.
Everything in our world needs to be as accurate as possible. That's how we know that it's doing its job. And that's what Fluke Calibration is about.
Traceability in calibration and metrology is really the fundamental critical thing. We have applications and tools, whether it's at the highest level at a standards laboratory to disseminate traceability to other laboratories, and we have tools that are at the end user area and connected in between. The reason it's important for us to be at every step within the calibration process is because metrological traceability is the ability to trace a measurement and the error or uncertainty around that individual measurement up through a series of comparisons or calibrations of lower uncertainty and higher accuracy until we get to the realization of an SI unit. There are 7 SI units that all measurements in the universe are comprised of, one or more of those 7, and we want every measurement to be able to be traced back to one or more of those 7 SI units.
Any time we are taking a measurement, which is thousands of times a day for any one person, right, across the world, metrology is at its core.
The accuracy is so important. And just to give you an example, what if you have a watch and you don't trust the time and measurements? There's always measurements involved, there's the speed in your car. Everything relies on measurements. You don't see them every day, but every time you turn your car, you're basically reading your speed and reading your time. And in the industrial environment, that's all it is, measurements and more measurements.
And when you think about the number of measurements that are going on and that each of those has to be traceable back to that system of units that is international and complete, and that we're all sharing that same amount, that same type of information, everything is linked together.
At the end of the day, go up the traceability tree far enough and you're going to run into Fluke calibration products. Any new fields that we're advancing into, there's going to be Fluke calibration products to support that.
First and foremost in our mind, getting our customers not just the bare minimum, but something that's going to be rugged and is going to last. What they pay for is going to pay dividends for them, not just immediately, but 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, because that piece of equipment has the quality built into it from the first step to the end.